I'm contacted by people just constantly that put their dog on raw diet, okay? But they describe it as a raw meat diet. And then when you talk to them, you find out what they're doing is they're giving the dog raw meat, and they think that that's raw diet. It's so infuriating that people are so arrogant that they do this. This is why veterinarians don't want people to put their dog on raw diet, because people are stupid. It's the truth. And many times I've had a dog here for a board and train, not in a long time, but I can remember this one woman in particular that had this pit bull in Williamsburg. I put the dog on a raw diet. The dog was on a raw chicken diet, bone-in chicken. And what she did was she went and got ground turkey and ground chicken from the store and gave the dog that, right? You do that. You give the dog raw meat without calcium, and your dog's going to have the shits. You're screwing up the calcium phosphorus level in your fucking dog. What is the matter with you people? What is the matter with people? You think that it's that simple? Oh, I'm just going to give the dog raw meat. Some idiot on my channel was just saying that now. He's got a Doberman. He's had the dog on a raw meat diet for a month, and the dog is sick. The dog's been sick the whole time. Well, first of all, your dog's sick. Why don't you take it to the vet? Why are you asking questions underneath a fucking video? And you have your dog on the raw meat diet. Of course it's going to be sick. You're not giving it calcium. Animals that eat whole other animals, bone is part of their diet. If you want to give steak or hamburger or anything else like that, you have to add calcium. What's so hard about this? Seriously, what's so fucking hard about this? That's what you think. That's what you think, that the wolves at Yellowstone are just eating the meat off the bone and that's it. That they don't get any bone when they're doing that either. Or the seal that's swimming in the ocean that eats the fish, what do you think it does? It spits the bones out later? What do you think the raven's doing that eats a mouse? It eats the whole animal. It eats the whole animal, bone and all. Calcium is the number one deficiency of all our pet animals. And it's the number one deficiency of people with their dog on raw diet because they think that it's a raw meat diet. It's not raw meat. That's not what it's about. It's raw meat and bone. And if I have another just ridiculous person contact me and say, I give my dog 80% this, 5% this, 10. Shut up. Shut up with that. You got that off the internet. Why are you trying to ask me if you're 10% bone? And how would you figure that out anyway? You give your dog 10% bone, 5% liver. Shut up. What is the matter with you all? If you give a whole tilapia, there's going to be enough bone in there, okay? If you give a chicken leg quarter, there's going to be enough bone in there. Usually, if you're giving real young chickens, real tiny chicken leg quarters, you might have to add some calcium. But do you see the point that I'm getting at? Nature works in a certain way. If you give the whole animal, it's getting enough calcium. Like a whole tilapia, there's enough calcium in there. If you give a leg quarter, it's a portion of a whole animal, but you get the point? They need bone!